Hello, welcome to Torah with Marika. So this week's Parsha Noach, has two main stories. The first one is Noah in the ark. God decides that humanity is not what he wanted it to be, so he's going to completely destroy the world, and the only survivors were going to be Noach and his family. They were going to go onto the ark, and then the animals that survived on the ark as well, to repopulate the planet. Story number two is the Tower of Babel, where all the people were one language. They decided to build a tower to try and reach God, and God decides to make them all speak different languages, and all of the people are scattered. My question is, what do these two stories have in common? Why are they both in this week's Parsha? Because in my opinion, if they're in the same Parsha, they must be linked on some level. So I think what's going to be the answer, or help us get to the answer of this question is, well, the link might be that everybody who is involved in the Tower of Babel story is a descendant of Noach, because Noach's family repopulated the world. So maybe if we can try and understand who Noach was, we can now understand what happened to the future generation and maybe what went wrong at that tower. So Noach was somebody who was righteous, especially for his generation, but his righteousness was more that he just never did anything wrong. He reminds me of somebody who's like a goody two-shoes, who's always obedient and always follows orders, but he doesn't go out of his way to do anything unbelievable, at least from what's written in the text. God comes to him and says, hey, I'm going to destroy the world. I need you to build an ark. I need all these things to happen. And Noach just agrees. He's a great follower. He listens to everything that God says. And he's saved. But there's a downside. Noach never said, hey, God, are you sure you want to destroy everybody? Maybe me and my family aren't the best people. Maybe there's some more righteous people out there that you're forgetting. Maybe you should rethink destroying the entire world. You just created us not so long ago. But Noach doesn't have that strong sense of identity and self to stand up to God and to fight him and to challenge him. And he doesn't look out for anybody else. How come Noach didn't say, hey guys, the world's about to come to an end? Like, those people who said, have signs, the apocalypse, or the end is near. He's not warning anyone. And I'm sure they noticed that this guy Noach is building this massive, massive, massive ark. So how come he just stayed so silent? And I think that's it. There's a silence to Noach. There's a silence of I'm okay just following orders and not speaking up. Now, with the Tower of Babel, which were the descendants of Noach and his family, everyone is unified. Everyone's speaking one language. And they say, let's try and reach God, right? Let's build a tower that can reach the heavens. I'm not saying that that's bad that they want to reach God. I don't know what they want to take up with him. I think my issue is more that they were all okay just all having the same identity, all doing the same thing, all just following orders. And God, in some way, is like, hey, listen, unity is great. It's kind of the purpose of why you're here, but I want you to come to a place of unity from a place of being different, being unique. Rabbi Soloveitchik always described or translated the word echad, oneness, as uniqueness. And I think that's why God scattered the people and he made them all speak different languages. It's like, go find your own personal identity. Go figure out who you are and then come back and try and reach me. And maybe that's actually the best way to reach God, not by physically creating a structure that will physically reach the heavens. It's spiritually. The way that we reach God is by connecting to ourselves, having a strong sense of self, and then saying, hey, I'm great, but you know what? The person next to me is also great. And I'm going to stand up for this person. And I'm going to fight for this person. And I'm going to believe that this person can change. Because I think we're all universally connected. Even though we might look and sound differently, I bet you at our core, we're all the same. And that's real unity. That's the tower that reaches the heavens. And that's why in next week's Parsha, we start with the patriarch of our family, which is Abraham, who did reach out for the stranger, who did fight for the people of Sodom, who fought for justice, who fought for unity, and he was the first spiritual brick that was laid in the spiritual tower that we are building to try and unify to reach the heavens. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and hope that you tune in to my next video.